All right, so here today, this is a pretty fun video, right? So again, you might know this is an alt account. This is an account that I started basically when the summer update kicked up. I started the account, re-rolling the account. After re-rolling what I wanted, I basically abandoned the account temporarily. I left the account there with a bunch of summons, so when the next banner kicks up, which was this one, I would just be able to summon day one and push the account. That was my plan, right? On this account, I did get lucky, so I decided finally to push. So starting exactly on update day, I pushed a little bit, and then I took a break again to take care of the main, and then I came back here recently, and I pushed all the way in a few days to chapter 11, which isn't that bad. It is pretty good. For the dupes here, I could definitely push more. I've just been taking a little bit of a slower approach to it, but I have been learning a few things, and I wanted to mention this. Between my main account, I learned a lot of things and issues that I came up with because of stupid decisions. So I wanted to go through a video where I can give you the mistakes to kind of avoid, and if you take these mistakes constantly, you make them right constantly, it will kick into a point where you will hit a absolute hard stuck point where you cannot progress. You're just completely stuck in a situation. You're stuck on 12-3, you're stuck on 13-4. You're just gonna get stuck at a point, and you'll keep on inching by, and that's it. You won't even get to fly through some story again. It will take you a while. So today, I wanted to compile all the things you should be checking and making sure is correct with your account before doing anything, and we'll go through all of that and just talk about it. So if you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, helps out a ton. Let's jump into it, right? First, the main thing that I'm going to mention, the easiest thing I'm going to mention, if you're going through your account and you go through a character that you're using on your team, and that said character, when you click proficiency, does not have their weapon unlocked, smack yourself in the face. Get that weapon unlocked ASAP. Let me tell you now, when you have these weapons over here, they give you a new passive, and that passive is powerful. When you upgrade this, you get another passive, okay? The first thing you should be prioritizing is your entire team that you're running, get them their weapons, okay? Look at this. While the Thorn is active, Veil's attack increases by an additional 20%. Thorn gets active pretty often, so kicking up a 20% damage increase, it's huge for this character. Look at Data Mass. Recently, on my other account, or I think this account, one of the accounts, I pulled her, and then I was like, okay, I got her weapon. It's nuts. Enemies hit by lightning spear are shocked for 3 seconds. Shocked targets take 50% of data mass attack as damage every second. Very powerful. Every exclusive weapon is designed to be powerful. Take a look over here. We have my Yun's weapon. She currently has a level 1, a level 2. That unlocks 2 passives. This character basically has an attack increase of 20% while Explosion of Flame is active, which is huge. Then again, she also creates a barrier of her max HP when Explosion of Flame activates. As the barrier she created remains active until the end of the Explosion of Flame, it immediately is removed, right? So basically, it's a pretty strong buff. These things are very important, and you should be leveling them up. You should be obtaining them. If you can buy them from the PvP shop also. You should be doing that. It's going to be a huge increase to your account, and it is something that you need to prioritize. That on my other account, on my main one, it took me a while to actually unlock them. I just had them, the characters where I kept swapping them. It's good to stay with a main core team and progress, or just be smart about it. Go to control, rather expedition, go over here to the trial area and do it every single day. On Saturday, basically, and Sunday, you get every single one unlocked. Just go through every single one, and you'll have more than enough books to upgrade all of your characters and unlock basically half of your box of proficiency, right? So that's the first thing. Second thing, this is pretty much a big thing. I will tell you now, when it comes to Shinsu Link and a lot of this stuff, if your main DPS, right, your main DPS is not maxed out on Limit Break over everyone else, you're doing something wrong. If you're not leveling them up first, you're doing something wrong, correct? My carry unit is Yun. The reason that I am progressing pretty fast in comparison, you have to prioritize this little slot right here. Give them as many of these as you can. Give them as many level ups as you can. You'll keep hitting points constantly, where it'll force you to level up other things in order to progress this also. Even if I had enough soul crystals, it's gonna force me to take care of these first to get them to B, and then progress onwards. But make sure you are focusing on the main characters that you're using first in each slot to do that. And again, if you're like, oh, but I level up the wrong slot, there is no such thing as this. People might not know this actually, and this is a funny thing. I was talking to a few people, they're like, no, I already upgraded that character, so I can't switch it now. You can, you remove them and then put a different one on. So now Wang's 133 or 135, and now she's 135, right? And this runs to my next point. In some stages, your DPS carry doesn't have to be the maxed out one. It doesn't have to. So let's say in this stage, if I put my data mass instead as the 135, maybe this run is way different. Maybe this run is way better because she is the damage stronger character. I'll load this in and just see what happens. This was the stage I was stuck on, but if you were to mess around with both the level and the other composition of your team, like if you were to slide your main DPS carry to the back, give her more time to proc her passives and stuff like that, or slide your tank to the front, allow them to tank more for your team, and if you mess with the formation, it will help you progress a crap ton, so do keep that in mind. But over here, I think I'm still going to be hard stuck a little bit. I think so, right? Yeah. That HALT does insane damage to me, bro. It is crazy. But let's see, can I do anything here? No, okay. Yeah, Viol gets, dude, Viol gets like he gets, I don't even know, violated. Look at this. I don't even know why I'm using Viol anymore, bro. And yeah, so I don't have his weapon activated. I was swapping between teams. I don't use Viol like that, but whenever I do, I get more disappointed. He needs dupes ASAP, but for the most part, that's another thing to keep an eye on. Formation, messing around with the level, make sure your most used character, your carry character, is the one that is getting most of that love and support. Beyond that also, another main point that I'm gonna be on the same topic here with, if you're not investing in the same character, like there is the truth where people like swap out characters here and there off of this one. Like this is your main slot. This should be your main carry. Simply put, you should never swap that off unless there's a growth event like this one currently, where if you get 2 copies of this character, you get a free copy, correct? You spend 3,000 Suspendium, you get 1. Now you just need 2 more copies and you get an additional free copy. If that's a broken character, which this character is very good, and you want to do that, it is a pretty good idea, so you can do that. You're not forced to, but it is a pretty good idea, right? So again, the only points you ever take that off is to like swap in a character like this. If you're doing that, if you're not doing that, you don't have to do that for every character, but for characters you plan on using in the future, definitely would be worth it. But other than that, you should never remove the carry character you're looking for. If you already fully maxed out that character, then you can swap that character to the bench or just off the list entirely and chase other characters. But again, you should be focusing on one carry character, build them and then build them well, and then move onwards. Yes, RNG, dupes, it's not going to be like 100% the best thing, but for the most part, if you're focusing on one, at least you have the most likelihood to get that happen, right? Simply put. So focus on the right character and keep focusing on that character. Simply put, that is the best ideas. And then beyond that also, if you're not taking care of gear, you're definitely messing up. Like you have to try to progress as far as possible and then look into the gear solutions. Like if you're really hard stuck, then consider, okay, I'm in the alliance. I'm in a very stacked alliance. Let me hit up the store real quick. I got 128,000 currency. I'm currently hard stuck on chapter 11, 12, 13. Who knows how long it will take me to get to 15, 16, 17, where I get brand new gear. Does this gear work for a character I use? It doesn't. Does this gear? Yes, it does. DDMS, a character I use. Could this help me? Then decide. Do I purchase it? Do I not? Yes. You could theoretically save for gold gear, but if you're not getting gold gear anytime soon, maybe you want to invest into it for a better piece. If you just can't get that piece you're looking for, equipment makes a difference, a big difference, right? Then again, it also comes down to maybe sometimes you should level up the equipment to push a little bit more. All those things are true. So again, you have to take a look into your character's equipment. Make sure to take a look into their proficiency. Also, their rapport matters too. You're getting these buffs over here, and these buffs are huge, right? Evasion plus 100, accuracy plus 100, those matter. So as you're pushing also all of that, when you get those gift boxes and stuff like that, you should be using them and progressing those characters equally to get them to those higher stats, which will very much be beneficial for them. So do keep that in mind also, right? So basically those were my points. I wrote a list here just to get them out, so I'll quickly say them all. First off, if you're not investing to the right carry unit, it's going to be an issue. You're simply not putting enough dupes into them. If you're not pulling them, that's going to happen. You aren't summoning for enough purple stones, right? Make sure that you don't just stop. Like if you can limit break a character in a few summons or whatnot, make sure you're sending friend stuff daily. Make sure you're getting those purple stones daily. And do all of that, process to push those characters a little bit higher. It's going to make a difference, correct? Make sure your gear is up. Bad team composition. Simply put, just putting together a team just like that, it's gonna suck. It's gonna be bad. You have to mess around with it, right? Read the character's passives, understand them. Bam's a great support unit. Over here, he's the issue mainly. It's like Viol's good, it's just on some stages he absolutely flounders like a fish, bro. Maybe I throw Wang over here and he can do a little bit better in tanking and then kicking off a revive to make the enemies kind of target him instead. But messing around with the team itself is pretty good. See what works for you, see what units you have and what you can use. The main composition you want to look for is a carry unit, a support unit, hopefully a healer unit, and then the other ones are just flex, right? Tank, whatever. Those more sort of flex units, but there is still potential through everything. As you can see right here, right? When she gets jumped here, you just lost the main carry. So you have to put her in a position, whoever your main carry is, in a position to not die, because clearly we're just going to now fold again, which continuously happens. Like on the stage here, if we were to swap out maybe Bam here, I think that this could actually work. This could actually come up with a better solution to what we were dealing with. So we'll see if this does any better. But messing around with that, again, swapping out some characters here and there, they're always welcome things. Beyond that, though, make sure your carry is the highest level. Make sure you aren't missing any exclusive weapons. All those things will definitely affect the team. So realize that now. If you have that level up equipment material, use it. It's going to actually help you and push your character. So currently, yeah, she just dies right away. If we can keep her alive, it'll be a much better kind of thing. But where would we push her to? And it looks like we might actually clear here if we kill this fast enough. Let's see. So we killed. So you see, just messing with the formation wasn't too hard. And then also continue. Oh, never mind. Now we talked too soon. Talked way too soon. Oh my. We were so close too. Come on, man. I mean, if we were to swap this here, maybe this works. Right? Because Wang isn't getting focused. So let's see. Maybe this can solve it. Let's see. I guarantee you this can solve it, all right? If the loading screen can freaking load. But, yeah, messing around with the formation, all those things are definitely possible things. Come on, man, load, you got this. There we go. Let's see, come on. What can they come up with here? What can they cook? So going through everything, okay. So activates this, so ready. We need her ult to activate. So she's getting already, she got destroyed already. Let's see, his passive already activated. Attacking the area, okay. There's potential here. Wang activated his ult. Okay. Oh, 1 health, bro. Just because I'm recording, it's going to make my life more miserable. We're going to retry one more time. I'll fast forward this one. Well, we got through that stage. Literally, it just took me a few tries. I swapped out. So this is why I'm trying to mention this entire point, because it's actually a very important thing. All I did was swap out a few characters, and then it went working. So basically, I removed Viol. I threw on... So this is why re-rolling and pulling a healer is like a huge thing. Evan is a cheese for so many of the stages. It's not even funny because it gives you so much survivability, right? And plus that entire invincible thing, that's also there. But she basically kept my team alive more so because she has actually a heal in her kit. I don't know if you know that. Over here, she creates a barrier and then she heals back. That's her whole point of the character. And she also buffs red. So she first off exists, buffs red, worked very well, cleared the entire stage, and now we're done with that. We're on 11-22, and we can keep progressing, right? So mess around with the kit for each character, see who would work on the team for temporary pushes. Then again, you can always do the camera trick if you know about that. It also kind of helps you progress through some stages. So again, mess around always with their team, see who you have in your box. It's not that they need dupes always, which is a big misconception also. They don't always need max dupes in order to do something. Here and there, if I were to throw on, like, let's say it's Hatsling, right? Sometimes his passive can really work on the stage and help you push in comparison to a like 3 duped out or a 6 duped out character. Doesn't really matter. Messing around with it will definitely help you. So that's also a big tip that I can give you. But again, I should now put back my main carry here to the slot, but always check the slots, see how it goes, mess around with the levels, see who deserves what level and what they can do with that level. But then again, if all else fails, all you really have left to do is push by letting the day go by, get this over here, pay for the or get the free claim and then maybe pay some gems if you want to. But those are like the main ways. But beyond that, those are like the things that keep in the back of your head when you are trying to progress. I'm telling you, it'll help you a little bit. Hopefully this video came across as informative. But those are things that I kind of focused on in order to push this account in a pretty short time frame, in my opinion. But again, you let me know what you think. With that being said, I'll catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe, peace, and enjoy. And yeah, it's basically been it for me.